I'm Tapan Trivedi and I'm a Hindu. Any Hindus in the crowd tonight?
Alright, awesome.
Yes.
Alright, you ready? Atheist!
Hindu!
Muslim! I lost my one.
If we atheists did knock on doors, that'd be rad. We'd be like, oh, hi. You can go back to bed. I was really concerned that Capital Christian Center would just buy out the whole house. They've got the money to do it. I drove down here and I didn't see a bunch of SUVs parked out there and I was like, okay, I'm safe. I keep all the holy books handy at all times. You know, nothing pisses people off like you knowing their books better than them. But I don't get them. People ask why I don't do more Jewish jokes in my act, and in Jewish tradition, I answer with the question, what part of I want a career in show business did you not understand?
There are some weird stereotypes. I was hanging out with this girl from Kentucky recently. This is a true story. She goes, "You're right-handed? But I thought Jewish people were left-handed." I'm like, no. Actually, we do come in both kinds. But thanks for confirming my idea about people from Kentucky. Well, I found one thing we can all agree on. We all don't like people from Kentucky. At the Minneapolis airport, 3/4 of their taxi drivers are Muslims who refuse to carry any alcohol in their taxi at all. Like if you just bought a bottle of wine or whatever, you come off the plane, they won't take you. And they say, well, it's because this is America, we have freedom of religion. But I think that's absurd because, like, freedom of religion, it doesn't mean that you should be able to use your religion to discriminate against other people. Like, for example, since I'm Jewish, does that mean, like, if I get a job working the register at McDonald's and somebody wants a cheeseburger, can I just be like, sorry man, it's not kosher, I can't give you that. Sorry man, I can't mix meat and cheese, dude, you're going to have to go to the next register. Oh, and by the way, that's Deepak, he's a Hindu. He can't do any beef at all. Sorry man, freedom of religion. Oh, and in that register, that's Jenny. In her religion, there's no Sprite.
No, it was brave of us to put a Muslim on the tour, and this is why we're so glad to have your guys' support, and to be honest, money, because it's very expensive to tour, because she's on every no-fly list in the country. Free crime everywhere!
Now, you might be looking at me and wondering why I'm dressed like this, and I am Muslim. You know, though, to be honest, I should be wearing a long coat, but I was feeling kind of slutty today. Kind of sexy, a little naughty. Show a leg. Because I get asked a lot of thought-provoking questions. Like, do people in the Middle East really live in tents? Only when Bush bombs their houses. Yeah, we're trying to do the dating thing a little bit, but I gotta admit to you guys, it is not going that well. Alright, for one thing, my father has more fun on these dates than I do.
I know I look it, but I'm not one of them. You're thinking about it. I'm not a Muslim, I'm a Hindu. There's a difference. They come from Pakistan. We come from India. They don't eat pork. We don't eat beef. They are associated with 9/11. We are associated with 7/11. My people have not borne the brunt of every Slurpee joke for the last 20 years, not to claim it now. any kind is like a big dick. It's a really nice thing to have, but you don't want someone shoving it down your throat all the time. And just like, that's your Jesus Christ God. That's all of him. You could like put a couple of extra hands on him or something.
I kind of take offense when atheists call themselves free thinkers because it's somewhat condescending to me. Because like, I'm a free thinker and you're just a dog. And I always think about, like, I try to understand other people like Keith. Like, if I'm an atheist and I see a Christian that believes in the Bible, and if I'm an atheist, I think the Bible's a fantasy. So that would make a Christian someone that believes in a fantasy, right? That's pretty free thinking to me. See, I'm not locked in a box where I have to deal with science and logic. One group that's especially hypocritical to me when I look at the religion is Hindus. Bear with me. It's Hindus because they won't eat certain meat, like beef or whatever. I don't know, I don't study them. And, but they won't eat beef, and because they think it's a god or whatever. But whenever you go to a convenience store, that's exactly what they sell when you go to get your gas, like beef jerky. It's like, I wonder if, like, every time I buy a Slim Jim, if the guy behind the counter has like a little mental funeral in his head, or it's just like, bye-bye, Uncle so-and-so. Which explains why it's right there on the counter. They want to be next to their family before they leave.
The Coexist comedy tour. At least we haven't booked any Mormons. All right. I knew we could agree on something here.